Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about application I/O interface in I/O management of the operating systems. So in this session we are going to cover what is an application I/O interface, how it acts as an interface between operating system and I/O controls, and what are the different characteristics of application I/O interface. So first, what is an application I/O interface? Application I/O interface represents the structuring techniques and interfaces for the operating system. Why? So then the operating system enable I/O devices to be treated in a standard uniform way. So I will give you an easy example so that you can understand well. Suppose I am having a desktop computer system and currently I am using a PS2 keyboard. Now I want to change my keyboard, but that is not PS2, it contains USB keyboard. It is an USB keyboard. So after changing the keyboard, I can communicate with the operating system. I can give the commands, I can type something in the operating system, receives the input coming from the keyboard. How it will happen? Initially the keyboard using PS2 port, later it is using USB port. Okay, so the device is keyboard, but initially it interacts with some I/O controller, PS2 I/O controller, then it interacts through USB controller. So here the application I/O interface coming into the picture. It acts as an interface between the operating system and the device controllers. So maybe the device using whatever the controller, that will not increase the burden to the operating system. From the operating system point of view, it follows the standard uniform procedure if you implement an application I/O interface. Best example, device drivers. In this example, how it will happen means using device drivers. When you install the operating system, most of the device drivers coming with the operating system. For example, for keyboard, for mouse, for webcam, and most of the devices having device drivers, and these device drivers installed with an operating system. But some devices we need to explicitly install the device driver software. What this device driver do? It lies in between I/O module or I/O controllers and I/O module of the operating system. So whatever the devices, whatever the controllers they are using, that will not coming into the operating system point of view. Operating system has to follow regular procedures, how it generates a system calls, what system calls, and it follows a standard procedure. And these application I/O interfaces reduce the burden for the operating systems. So the purpose of the device driver layer is to hide the differences among device controllers from the I/O subsystem of the kernel. This is the job of the application I/O interface. Okay. So now you can easily understand how this application I/O interface acts as an intermediate or an interface between the I/O subsystem and the device controllers. So in this diagram is divided into two parts. The above part is software part, below part is hardware, and the bottom there are different devices attached. SCSI devices, keyboard, mouse, PCI bus, floppy disk, TAPI devices, and these devices are attached to the controllers. All the SCSI devices are attached to the SCSI device controller. Keyboards attached to the keyboard device controller. Mouse for mouse device controller, like that. All are attached. In the software part, The above part is kernel, the important part of the operating system, and kernel IO subsystem. It acts as an interface between the kernel and device drivers. And these are the device drivers for dedicated devices: SCSI device driver, keyboard device driver, mouse, PCI bus, floppy, ATAPI. So these are the application interfaces, and your operating system through IO subsystem communicate to the device driver. These device drivers communicate to the device controllers, and device controller gives the commands to the particular devices attached to the ports. If you observe here, keyboard device driver is there and it is attached to the keyboard device controller. It communicates to the keyboard device controller. Through this keyboard device controller, you can attach a PS2 keyboard or a USB keyboard or whatever it is. Now, it is not coming into the part of the operating system. Your keyboard device driver takes the responsibilities of which port you are using for the device. Okay. Now, this operating system and IO subsystem procedure is standard towards these device drivers. It cannot change based on the device controllers and the devices. So it consists of the standard procedures. So in this way, these device drivers acts as an interface between the operating system IO subsystem to the device controllers. And next we will understand the characteristics of IO interfaces with respect to devices. Here there are different aspects, and for each aspect there are different variations, and we can observe the examples where these variations and aspects are implemented. Here the first one is data transfer mode. How data is transferred. Some devices follow character by character data transfer, on some devices block by block. In terminals, it follows character by character data transfer. In disks, hard disks, etc., it follows block level data transfer. And access methods is another aspect, and access may be sequential or random. So sequential access for this modem is the best example. Random access, CD-ROM is the best example for it. Next one is transfer schedule. How data is transferred, maybe in synchronous mode or in asynchronous mode. In synchronous mode, the best example is tape drives. In asynchronous mode, keyboard is the best example. Sharing is one aspect. Non-shared, dedicated. Non-shared means dedicated, shareable. So dedicated means tape drives. These are not shareable, and keyboard is shareable, printer is shareable. Like that, there are some devices which can be shareable. Device speed. There are lot of variations in device speeds. We can calculate the latency, seek time, transfer rate, delay between operations. So most of the times we are calculating these variations for disk drives. And the last aspect is IO direction. How the IO operations are directed. Read only, write only, read write. So read only means in CD-ROMs you can read the content only, we cannot write. Write only. In graphics controller we can write the data, we cannot read from the graphics controller. Read write. On some devices you can read, you can write. Example, disks. So these are the characteristics of IO interfaces. So in this session we covered, so what is an IO interface, how it acts as an intermediate between your operating system and the disk controllers, and what are the different characteristics of IO interfaces. Thank you.